I was chased and killed by some freaking jerks in my previous life. I tried to run away, but I was caught and dragged away. My accident happened in the middle of a big city, so I was quickly discovered and taken to the hospital. But I ended up closing my eyes in front of my mother. In my fading consciousness, the thing that pierced me until the end was a mournful, wet voice. I regretted that I died before my mother. I thought I was dead. I was quite surprised when I was able to open my eyes. Again, that dream. I fell asleep on the carriage that took us back to the capital. In the carriage there were my father, mother, and sister, who are my family in this world. They looked at me worriedly and checked my condition. My younger sister, Eucenielle Haldrant, has mother's white blonde hair and father's blue eyes. My only sister who doesn't know the rights and wealth she deserves. My father, Milan Haldrant. Although the existence of a father was quite unfamiliar, the person named Milan Haldrant cares about me unduly, to the extent of my unintentionally accepting that a father was such a being. My mother, Seal, with platinum blonde hair and green eyes, was a well-known elf in the Empire, because she is the only elf living in the middle of the human world. I tried to calm them down and looked out the window. It felt strange to be back in the capital after 14 years exiles, but I felt like not much had changed, because I have been a stranger for 20 years in this world. After being killed by some freaking jerks in my previous life, I was reborn in this fantasy novel world. Eucenielle Haldrant, the daughter of the Haldrant family, one of the 4 grand duchies that contributed to the founding of the Northern Empire. Maybe other people will easily live their lives according to the novels they read. But not for me. I don't read romantic novels. Here I have a harmonious family. I always felt guilty towards them. Because of me, my family was stripped of our noble status and exiled to Varennes. However, they never once blamed me for it. At first, I felt strange about all of this kindness, but now I'm used to it. How could I not love them? But I'm still an outsider, and there's something I have to do. Even if I admit my rebirth, I have to find my mother. There must be a way to go to another world, and I have to find it. As soon as I came to Elin, I contacted Consium and applied for admission, even though my parents tell me to get some rest first. Consium is a research institute, specifically dedicated to studying the power of magic, and is also equipped with an academic higher education institution, which is a must for nobles to graduate. This is where the elves and gods reside. Maybe learning magic here, I could find a clue to returning to my original world. I didn't expect to be accepted straight away, because the Consium's admission exam is notorious for being very difficult, and I had not received proper education in the remote Varennes, but it was much easier than I expected. Not long after I started attending the Consium, a girl with finely combed scarlet hair in an academy uniform stopped in front of me. I passed the girl with her group of friends behind her. A girl presumed to be Lily Cheyenne, the youngest of the Cheyenne family, was screaming in front of the entrance to the largest auditorium in all of the Consium and academy. Thanks to her, the people's attention was drawn to me unintentionally. Murmur follows. Even if I don't go to social gatherings, I can guess what the atmosphere is like. There must be a lot to say about Haldrant's return, who was exiled by the previous emperor. It wasn't very pleasant. Crown Prince, that's what I hear from the crowd. So the crybaby ascended the throne. Times really flew by. The scarlet-haired girl shouts and approaches. Even if my father was the Minister of Internal Affairs, he had not been in the capital for a long time, so he might not have a strong foundation for now. And during the fall of our family, the Cheyenne's power must have grown stronger. Just in case, I have to finish this, so it doesn't become a problem. I have to enter that auditorium now, and so does her. I don't care about the families, and there's no need to show mercy on her. Laughing at her, questioning her behavior as the daughter of a noble, because it was rude to call someone she had never even met by name. Actually, what is her family taught to her? Somewhere there was a laughing voice. A blushing and furious Lily Shine was bragging about her family and the fact that she was the one who would be the future empress. I should have done a little more social work. A candidate for empress? I couldn't tell, so I decided to give it a try. I asked whose decision she would be empress. Is it the emperor's decision? But I had never heard the rumors, and besides that, I didn't care about it. Lily Shine's eyelids shook in embarrassment. I wanted to smile at her trembling lips, but I held it in. Marquis Shine raised their youngest daughter, thinking that she would become the empress. Originally, I would be a rival, but when I was exiled, the threat disappeared. Does she know false information related to the emperor can be reported directly to the imperial family as a conspiracy to commit treason, regardless of your status? Perhaps no one had ever made such a point, because of the prestige of Marquis Shine and the fear that Lily Shine might become empress in the future. I'd like to pour water on her head if I could, but I should end it like this. Told her to apologize for the false information she said, or I would report her on Hardrant's behalf. To fallen Hardrant, that's straight to my heart. The situation just turned around right away when Lily said that. I bit my tongue to keep my expression from swaying. As soon as I get the sharp taste, I feel a little nauseous. Lily Shine clasped her arms and grinned. Said that I was just jealous of her becoming empress, because she knew that I had been close to Tess since childhood. But I'm not interested in being empress. Watching Lily Shine's cheeks twitching, I twisted my lips. Looks how rude is she? In a public place, I didn't want to be noticed that she stabbed me in a painful place. A disrespectful appearance, and the fear that there might be problems with the family also went away. However, I'm still a descendant of the founding family and the Duke's daughter, and she is only a Marquis daughter. I told Lily to show her courtesy. According to imperial law, a duke has a status equal to that of the king of a small country and has a different rank from those below it. The implicitly stronger Marquis families do not bow their heads to those of the dukes. Officially, it is correct to greet a superior. Lily Shine's eyebrows rose. It was unusual to see her clenching her fists, shouting in anger and embarrassment that I was just a fallen Hardrant. But I had no intention of backing down. I'm a little worried now that my reason has gradually come back. What will happen to my family if we get a retaliation later? A questioning, benevolent voice distracted my ears. When I turned my head towards the presence, I fell from behind. Lily Shine, who was in front of me, froze with a frightened expression. With his shrill voice, the man asked Lily, "Make sure what he hears is not wrong." The man said that it was his order for Hardrant to return, and after exiled by the previous emperor, and return everything that is rightfully theirs. That how dare she, a mere Shine, disobey his orders? Lily Shine pale white face, and the frightened girls behind her were considered nothing by the expressionless emperor. I stared blankly at the man with a murderous atmosphere. I woke up when I heard a greeting next to me. I was very surprised when he easily ordered the guards to take Lily away and beheaded her. I thought it was Tess who took the throne. But who is this man?